Want to receive this post in your inbox every morning? Sign up here. Zhou warns on Minsky Moment, Ardern next New Zealand PM, and Rajoy deploys the nuclear option against Catalonia. Here are some of the things people in markets are talking about. Growth and greening. Chinese third-quarter growth of 6.8%, in line with expectations, gives President Xi Jinping the flexibility to follow through on other policy goals, cutting down on excess capacity and pollution, while shifting the world's second-largest economy onto a more sustainable growth model. Indeed, steel output plunged to its lowest level in at least 6 months in September, a testament to the anti-pollution drive emphasized in Xi's speech to kick off the Chinese Communist Party's 19th Congress. Risks to financial stability continue to loom large. None other than PBOC Governor Zhou Xiaochuan stressed the need to defend against a Minsky moment in China when speaking on the sidelines of the Congress. Jacinda Mania. Labour Party leader Jacinda Ardern will be New Zealand's next Prime Minister, and its youngest in more than 150 years, after winning the support of the nationalist New Zealand First Party to form a coalition government. Both sides likely found common ground on restricting immigration, boosting housing supply, and central bank reform. Ardern said that Winston Peters' New Zealand First Party will hold 4 cabinet positions. The Kiwi fell more than 1.5% against every other G10 currency on the day, battered by concern that these areas of agreement would increase economic uncertainty and curb growth. Analysts expect the Kiwi to remain under pressure in the near term, but that this could provide attractive buying opportunities. Nuclear option. Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy said his government will move to suspend Catalonia's regional government, invoking the never-before-used Article 155 of the nation's constitution. Rajoy played his trump card after Catalonian President Carles Puigdemont refused to drop his claim to independence. Leaders of the EU are backing Rajoy's decision, while saying the international community won't get involved to mediate the dispute. In response, leaders of the separatist movement are mulling a unilateral declaration of independence as early as next week. Spanish assets were rattled by the news from Rajoy, with 10-year bond yields climbing, the IBEX 35 index dropping as much as 1%, and credit default swaps jumping. Recovery. The tumult in Hong Kong stocks dented risk appetite stateside, but not for long. The S&P 500 index and Dow Jones Industrial Average opened lower, but grinded higher throughout the session. Those benchmarks popped into the green right before the close, while U.S. Treasury yields and the Bloomberg Dollar Spot Index dipped, as Politico reported that U.S. Central Bank Governor Jerome Powell was the front-runner to become the next Fed chair. Going forward, however, a slew of strategists believe a falling efficient frontier will weigh on returns. West Texas Intermediate futures sank to their lowest level in a week. Futures down. Asian markets are poised to extend Thursday's losses, with Nikkei 225 and S&P ASX 200 futures trading to the downside ahead of the open. This will be the last trading day before Japan's general election on Sunday, which is expected to yield a monster victory for Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's Liberal Democratic Party. It's a relatively quiet day for economic data in the Asia-Pacific region, with September's credit card spending in New Zealand and Malaysian inflation on the docket. Bank of Japan Governor Haruhiko Kuroda will also deliver a speech in Tokyo at 3:35 p.m.